The opinions expressed on the X and Y show are the sole opinions of the host. Please note, there is no intentional desire to offend any member of the listening audience. With that said, if you still feel offended, tough shit.
It's time for the X and Y show with your host, Mr. Roosevelt. He talks about man topics, lady topics, and relationships. He talks about love, sex, and infidelities. He even gives good tips. There is no other show that compares to the X and Y show.
Oh yeah. Sit back, take your clothes off, and relax. It's time for the X and Y show, where real relationship issues are talked about and addressed. The only place on the planet that tackles the topics that everyone wants to talk about, but no one is brave enough to address. Nothing escapes X and Y, baby. Now, here's your host, Roosevelt Colbert.
And greetings. Welcome to the X and Y show, and I'm your host, Roosevelt. If I sound a little sad to you, it is because I am. We're going through a lot of shit these past couple of days, these past couple of weeks, some of you these past couple of months. Coronavirus 19. The year is 2020, and we're getting our asses kicked by this virus. It's literally changing our lives as we know it. And a lot of us have changed our lives forever because we lost loved ones. This is a virus that affects us all, no matter what color you are, what religion, what political affiliation you're a part of, what age bracket you're a part of. This is a virus that does not discriminate. It affects us all. It doesn't give a fuck who you are. We're all vulnerable. We're all able to catch it. So we're all in this together. And we have to be more responsible and more loving and more smart if we're going to beat this virus. Now, I just want to call out some numbers, that I just retrieved from a website. Basically, this is a virus that currently is affecting the whole world. So we cannot call it a China virus or Asian virus or a white man's virus because it affects black people. It's bullshit. This is a virus all over the world. It's affecting us all as well. We're all in this together. People are dying everywhere. So in order for us to beat this, we have to take this seriously. So in order to do that, I'm gonna just call out some numbers of the top six countries that this virus is tearing apart, actually. Number one, United States. And I'm rounding up or down, depending on the number, okay? So I just don't want to... he's calling out the wrong numbers. I'm picking up these numbers from the worldometers.info /coronavirus site. So I'm rounding up or down, depending on the number, just to let you know. USA, total cases, 102,000. Total deaths, 1,600. Italy, 86,000 cases, total deaths 9,000. China, 81,000 cases, total deaths 3,200. Spain, 65,000 cases, 5,100 deaths. Germany, 50,000 cases, 351 deaths. France, 32,000 cases, 2,000 deaths. Iran, 32,000 cases, 2,300 deaths. And I can go on and on. It's UK, Switzerland, South Korea, Netherlands, Austria, Belgium. I can go on and on. But I don't want to be here all night, and I don't want to just spit out numbers to you. I just said that so you realize the awesome effects that this virus is putting on our world. You know, people around the whole world are getting this virus. A lot of people are dying. You know, so this is serious. My condolences to those of you who have lost loved ones. Some of us, fortunately, I haven't lost anyone that I know of. Thank God. But I do know people who have lost an uncle or aunt, mother, father, sister, brother, cousin, a friend. You know, I know some people who have lost people. And what I've seen, I know strangers who have lost people. You know, so this is affecting all of us. This is not something that is affecting one race or one political party or one generation. This virus is fucking with everybody. But I must admit, you know, living in the United States, you know, I was naive enough to believe that anything that came our way, we could handle it. Whether it's a third world war, a pandemic, or, you know, anything on this magnitude that the United States could handle. I was naive enough to believe. I'm mad enough to admit that. I was naive enough to believe the United States could handle that shit. Now, don't get me wrong, there's been people like Bill Gates and other philanthropists who've been saying for years that a pandemic is going to come and kill a lot of people, you know. And the only thing I would be thinking, like, that's only in countries like Haiti, you know, Venezuela, you know, Cuba, you know, Africa, you know, third world countries, very poor countries. Not the United States. You know, we'll be ready for that. You know, I was naive to believe that. How was I supposed to know that in a pandemic, the United States would have doctors with insufficient supplies, not enough masks, not enough protective gear? You know, how would I know that in a country like the United States, doctors would be recycling masks and taking them home in Ziploc bags because the hospitals ran out? How would I know that a country like the United States would run out of ventilators for patients and basically the doctors and nurses have to make decisions on who live and who dies? How would I know? How would I ever know? You know, I call it being naive, but maybe I was stupid. You know, evidently I wasn't the only stupid person, because it looks like, you know, it caught us all off guard. We wasn't ready for this type of thing. Now, a lot of people blaming the president that he didn't take it serious, and maybe he didn't, you know. But it's too late for all that shit now. Fuck all that. We're here now. We have to deal with it. You know, we can't be, you know, talking about who fault it was, who didn't act quick enough, you know, who didn't take it serious. Fuck all that. We in a position now that we have to deal with this now, and worry about all that bullshit later. That's where we're at now. You know? But I will say about the president, you know, a lot of things with those briefings, you know, and I don't want to say this the wrong way. I don't want someone to think I'm talking down about the president, and I'm really not, but I'm just being real. I would think that it would be better during those daily briefings if he would just introduce, it's okay if he come up and say a few things and then introduce the experts, the quote experts on the field, and get the fuck out the way. Introduce Dr. Fauci, Dr. Birx, the Surgeon General, let them talk. Say a few things about what he's going to do for the economy. Like, said like he just, I guess he's going to sign the Defense Production Act so hospitals can get the supplies and equipment that they need quicker, and the government can streamline certain equipment such as ventilators and so forth to the areas that are needed most. I guess he's going to do that if he doesn't renege. That kind of thing he should talk about. Then get the fuck out the way. Let the doctors, the experts talk about the disease and what's going on. Because a lot of people are scared. A lot of people are fearful. And when you have fear setting in, it turns into panic. And that's something you don't want. So, a lot of people are saying that it's the president's fault. He didn't act on it. Like I said, fuck all that. We're here now. I just wish that he would, in his briefings, say a few things about what he's going to do, about the economy and certain logistics and so forth, and get the fuck out of the way. Let the experts speak. Now, I just want to, and this is going to be a short show tonight because my mind is on a lot of things. And, it's, at times it's kind of like, damn, are we really going through this? And, I have to remember that we are going through this, and there's always been something in every generation that they had to go through that they eventually got through it. Whether it's World War I, World War II, Korea conflict, Vietnam, 9/11. There's always been something that has tested society that we all have gotten through it eventually. And we'll all get through this eventually. So what I named all of those cases and all of those deaths and so forth, I just want you to know we'll get through it. Because there are a number that I haven't said. There's been 130,000 recoveries. Okay? So even though there's a lot of cases, there's also been 133,000 recoveries. So I want to paint the positive side as well, not just the negative side. We're all in this together. We're going to get through this. It's going to make us stronger. And I hope that one day we can all come together and figure out, within your own communities, what do we have to do so this shit don't happen again? How can we better prepare ourselves? That's all we can do. We can learn from it. Hopefully we are learning from this. That's what I would hope. Now, for those of you who are restless and want to get out, my question to you, where the fuck you going? Where you going? We have to be smart people. I mean, what do you want to get out for? A beer? With your friends? A haircut? Eating dinner? Which a lot of places you can't even do anyway because they closed all the restaurants. Go to the beach. We have to be smart. I want you all to take a personal promise to yourself. You have to be smarter. Stay inside. Let's take the hit now of staying inside and having, social distancing, of And, they say it's 6 feet or more, but I say no feet. Stay away from everybody. I'll say the things that Dr. Fauci can't say on TV. Stay your motherfucking ass in the house. He can't say that, of course, because but I'll say what he can't say. Stay your motherfucking ass in the house. Protect your family. Protect your loved ones. Stay your ass away from your elderly parents. Stay your ass away from your brothers and sister house. Stay your ass away from people. Stay in the house. Protect yourself. Protect your family. And we will all come out of this on top. We're all in this together. We all have to make sacrifices in order to beat this. And we can beat it. This is real, folks. Don't get it twisted. We have to take this serious. It's not a white man's disease. Black folks can catch it. It's not a old folks disease. Young folks can catch it. It's not a Chinese disease. All races can catch it. This disease does not, or virus does not discriminate. We're all dealing with this. Let's all be responsible. There's 133,000 recoveries. I think there'll be more. I think we're going to beat this. I know we're going to beat this. We're all in this together. So keep your chin up. Be strong. Be there for your family. Protect your family. Be well for your family. And for those of you who have already lost family members, you have my condolences. But we'll get through this. Because we're strong people. When I say people, I'm talking about the world. I'm not talking about just the United States. I'm talking about everywhere. No matter what race you are, what sex you are, what religion, what political party you're affiliated with, we're all into this together. All prejudices, all that bullshit that we say and do to each other every day, throw that shit out of the window. We're all in this together now. We're all threatened. So, that's all I wanted to say to you tonight. It's going to be a short show. I know a lot of you are saying that the X and Y show usually deal with relationships and family and so forth. Yeah, but I think if this doesn't deal with family, I don't know what does. So I'm on track. This is something that has to be done, has to be said. So, for those of you who are feeling down, keep your chin up. We'll get through this. As we go through the days and more time, we'll start hearing more better news. A lot more people recovering and doctors getting the equipment that they need. And we'll beat this. So keep your chin up, stay healthy, protect your family, and I want you all to take heed to the advice that is given by the real experts. Stay home, stay safe, and I'll see you later. Always remember that you cannot have love without X and Y. And you cannot have love without compassion. Take it easy. Keep your head up. This is your host, Roosevelt. I'll see you next time. Later.
You've been listening to The X and Y Show with your host, Roosevelt Colbert, the place where real relationship issues are talked about and addressed. Join us next time. You can now put your clothes back on. Or not.